Angelic intervention by seeds, vows and covenants. How to make a covenant with Almighty God. Many people do not know that the prominent ancient method to get God's attention towards your chronic situation is to make a covenant deal with God. A covenant is a deal between you and God where you ask Him for a specific favor, in return you will do something specific for Him. Or you do something for God in return for a specific favor. Psalm 65:1, Praise waiteth for thee, O God, in Zion, and unto thee shall the vow be performed. If we look in scriptures, we will see that many people in the Bible had to make covenants with God in order to get God's hand to manifest on their behalf. E.g., the prophetess Hannah, who was barren, made a deal covenant with God in order to receive a male child in 1 Sam 1:11, and she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if you will indeed look on the affliction of your servant and remember me and not forget your servant, but will give to your servant a son, then I will give him to the Lord all the days of his life, and no razor shall touch his head. After her covenant with God, the Lord of hosts gave her what she wanted in 1 Sa 1:19-20, and Elkanah knew Hannah his wife, and the Lord remembered her. Wherefore it came to pass, when the time was come about after Hannah had conceived, that she bare a son, and called his name Samuel, saying, Because I have asked him of the Lord. 1 Sam 1:27, I prayed for this child, and the Lord granted my request. After birth, Hannah fulfilled her side of the deal in 1 Sam 1:24, and when she had weaned him, she took him up with her, with 3 bullocks, and 1 ephah of flour, and a bottle of wine, and brought him unto the house of the Lord in Shiloh, and the child was young. Vs.28, in return, I am giving him to the Lord. He will be dedicated to the Lord for his whole life. This is also seen in Judges 11:30-31, Jephthah made a vow to the Lord, and said, If you will indeed deliver the people of Ammon into my hands, then it will be that whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the people of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up as a burnt offering. You can make a covenant with God for your own home, deliverance, a blessing, specific favors, to get pregnant and bring for a child/children, for health, for a job, etc. Every covenant with God is sealed with an offering or sacrifice as seen in scriptures. Left 22:21, and when anyone offers a sacrifice of peace offerings to the Lord to fulfill a vow, Jonah 1:16, then the men feared the Lord exceedingly, and offered a sacrifice unto the Lord, and made vows. Also, you can make a covenant with God and give a covenant offering seed for your ministry. Covenant offering seed for your personal life. Covenant offering seed for your children. Covenant offering seeds for unsaved loved ones, etc. You can give a family covenant offerings as seen in David's family in 1 Samuel 20:29, and he said, Let me go, I pray thee, for our family hath a sacrifice in the city, and my brother, he hath commanded me to be there, and now, if I have found favor in thine eyes, let me get away, I pray thee, and see my brethren. Therefore, he cometh not unto the king's table. Why are covenants so important? God only moves in the affairs of humans upon covenants, therefore, he had to make a covenant with Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, David, Solomon, etc. Gen 9:9, and I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you. There are several covenants in the Bible, but there are 5 covenants that carries the master plan, God's redemptive plan: the Noahic covenant, the Abrahamic covenant, the Mosaic covenant, the Davidic covenant. The new covenant, you have to make a vow, sow your covenant seed, then wait for God to do his part. Take note, when you bring your covenant seed, you must name it. Be careful where you sow your covenant seed, be aware of false churches. Perfect biblical examples of vows. Gen 28:20, and Jacob vowed a vow, saying, If God is with me and keeps me in this way which I am going, and gives to me bread to eat and clothing to wear, Gen 28:21, and I return in peace to the house of my father, then Jehovah shall be my God, Gen 28:22 And the stone which I have placed as a memorial pillar shall become the house of God, and all which you shall give to me, I will tithe the tenth to you. 2 Sam 15:7 And it came to pass after 40 years, that Absalom said unto the king, I pray thee, let me go and pay my vow, which I have vowed unto the Lord, in Hebron. 2 Sam 15:8 For thy servant vowed a vow while I abode at Geshur in Syria, saying, If the Lord shall bring me again indeed to Jerusalem, then I will serve the Lord. Also, Judges 11:30, Jephthah, 2 Samuel 15:8, Absalom, Jonah 1:16, Jonah. A vow and offering will destroy powers. PSA 76:11 Vow and pay unto the Lord your God, let all that be round about him bring presents unto him that ought to be feared. PSA 76:12 He shall cut off the spirit of princes, he is terrible to the kings of the earth.